The best self-improvement books are free. You heard that right. The best self-improvement books are free. I've spent thousands of dollars on self-improvement books, and the best ones are free. Now, I did pay for them because I actually wanted a physical copy, but the books that I keep on my desk that I review every single day are free. They're all classics written in the early 1900s. So they're part of the public domain, which means if you want to go download a PDF, if you want to go on YouTube and listen to it, it's absolutely free. The books that I paid for aren't worth as much as the books that are freely available. And I'm gonna give you my favorite books, my 7 favorite books when it comes to these classics of occult and exclusive knowledge. The knowledge in these books, honestly, is what a lot of these secret society dudes follow. They follow all of this particular knowledge that is not really a well-kept secret, but it could be difficult for people to decipher because of how complex the language is. Now, with that being said, depending on your level of understanding, you might not be able to understand a lot of what these books have in them, but there's a solution for that. Since the books are in the public domain, you can use this prompt, which I'm going to put in the description, to decipher the books and make it even more simple. The prompt goes like this. I would like you to simplify, insert book title, by using modern language and modern examples. Keep the base knowledge the same and keep the base information the same. However, modernize the text and the context. Also, give me a step-by-step action plan on how I could implement the key parts of this book in modern society to fit in with my life. That's the prompt. Now, the books that I keep on my desk. Number 1, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Absolutely phenomenal book. This book teaches you that your thoughts are the creators of your life. And it uses religious books and ancient knowledge to connect your thoughts and the outcome that you receive in this world. I speak about it often because this is one of the most influential books I've ever read. It's an extremely small book. And that's another thing about these particular books is that they're extremely small. They're short reads, but the information is big. And As a Man Thinketh is by far my favorite when it comes to breaking down the connection between your mind, your thinking, and your results. It's a must read. It's one of those books that you have to have marked up and you have to keep revisiting it because the value in that book is so phenomenal. You can find it on YouTube being read by YouTube channels like Master Key Society. Matter of fact, you can find all these books on Master Key Society. You can also download the PDF, or if you want to buy it, it shouldn't cost you any more than $10 on Amazon or an old bookstore. As long as you get like the paperback version, it shouldn't cost you anything crazy. Phenomenal book. It is a must read. It is up there with Think and Grow Rich as one of the best self-improvement books of all time. Number 2, Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. Yo, to me, it's crazy that I just found Neville Goddard, man. And I'm so mad that I didn't find out about this dude earlier. But the way he breaks down your feelings and how they dictate your outcomes is amazing. And he has so many books and his knowledge is so unlike anything I've ever come across before because he's able to break down a lot of biblical stuff and a lot of knowledge and make it pretty simplified. Now, the language that he does use is a little bit complex, but for the most part, he allows you to see how to get what you want by using certain techniques. Reading Neville Goddard's books got me into, looking into my nighttime routine because that's when I learned about the subconscious being extremely accessible and moldable during the time before you go to sleep. I learned that from Neville. I learned so many things from Neville, but you can find his content all over YouTube for free. But Feeling is the Secret is one of my favorite books by him because he basically teaches you that if you feel as if whatever it is that you want is already yours, then it will become yours because you're a vibrational match to the thing that you want. That's the best piece of knowledge I got from that book. But Feeling is a Secret is an amazing book that you need to add to your self-improvement journey. It is absolutely unbelievable. Now, number 3 is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Phenomenal book. A lot of people don't really understand how the subconscious mind works and just how critically important it is to your success and to almost every aspect of your life. Even though I read so many self-improvement books, the game from these books are usually just repeated in the newer books. So a lot of these books have that OG game in it, and they break it down in a way that it's almost like you're getting the original substance, the original version of the messages that they're trying to portray. And because it's the original version, it hits way harder. It hits way harder. Uh, Yo, what up? Somewhere along my recording process, my mic got jammed up. Number 4 is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Shin. Now back to your regular scheduled program. Florence Shin's, her stuff, her writing is not really too complex. It's very easy to digest. That's an amazing book. I have that book marked up and I try to go over that at least a couple times a week just to keep it on top of my mind. Number 5 is The Power of Concentration by Theron Q. Dumont, I believe. That book, phenomenal. Basically teaches you that concentration is the greatest superpower that humans have. If you look at anybody that's extremely successful in any area of life, it's because they have concentrated on a particular thing over an extended period of time and then they mastered it. Humans can achieve mastery through concentration. The reason why I'm able to so easily drive this car and speak is because I've driven a car tens of thousands of times. And so because of that, I've mastered it. And you could master anything. You could turn any skill into the same ease you have as driving a car if you've been driving for 10, 15 years. And that's the power of concentration. It's just that people usually split up their efforts and go do this and go do that and do so many different things that they never actually stick to something long enough to become a master at it. The power of concentration breaks down why you should stick to certain things, why concentration is your greatest superpower as a human being, and how to use it. Number 6 is Dollars Want Me by Henry Harrison Brown. This book was written in 1903 and it was crazy because if you have money issues, if you're struggling with understanding money, if you're struggling with getting money, if you feel like money is always something that you haven't been able to conquer, this book written in 1903 is phenomenal for letting you understand what money truly is. The biggest insight I got from this book is that you don't want money, money wants you. When you give first, money's going to come to you, but you have to give first. Money wants to come to you. Money doesn't care who it goes to. It just cares that you are fulfilling a need. And it's a spiritual power. You can attract money, not on some like law of attraction type of woo-woo type stuff, but more like you could attract money by just giving the best version of yourself to the world in whatever it is that you do. And money is not your enemy. Money doesn't want to escape you. Money wants you. You just have to stop wanting money and put yourself in a position where money wants you. Phenomenal book. Now, the last book, number 7, is The Master Key System by Charles Haanel. Amazing, man. One of the most mind-blowing books I've ever read in my entire life. It was actually banned by the church for a while, but the information in this book, to me, is a lot of what they learn in secret societies, because I've read a lot of books by, these secret society people, the Mason books and whatnot, all these different books. I've read them, and it's the same information. I believe he was also a Mason, but take away what your preconceived notions are about the Masons and all these secret societies, stuff like that. The real secret is they have some knowledge that the majority of people don't have access to. And when you understand this knowledge, and if you're able to apply it, it is life-changing. I remember I was flying to Rwanda and I was reading this book, and the whole 2-week trip I was there, I was just going in on this book because it's so phenomenal. It's a little bit of a difficult read, so you're definitely going to want to have to use that prompt that I mentioned earlier in the video. But check that book out. That's my favorite one on the list. I left it for number 7 because to me it's the best one. But The Master Key System, absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, you can find all these books on a channel called the Master Key System, and it's all these classic books. But depending on your level of understanding, you might need to simplify it with the prompt. The best books are really free. You could go get the PDF. You could buy the physical copy if you want to invest in it. I chose to invest in it. Or you could watch YouTube videos, or you could find it anywhere else online. But these books written in the early 1900s, to me, hit the nail on the head for everything that you need to know about self-improvement at its core. The real, the actual self-improvement. Not trying to sell you down no sales funnel or try to get you to buy any more products. These people are already long gone, but what remains is their message. And one way you could tell that something is effective, one way you could tell that something is really real, is if it resonates over time. All the books that I mentioned, if you go and look them up on YouTube, you're going to find that they have millions of views. These books are still selling consistently by the tens of thousands of copies to this day, and some of them are over 100 years old. That should tell you that the truth is inside of these books, and it's great to have modern information, but sometimes it's even better to go back to the classic and find out where things really started. So I hope this provided some good value for you. Check those books out, please. Simplify them if you must. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.